Councillor Mzwandile Masina got 105. Councillor Tania Campbell got 116. Thank you. Colleagues, councillors, we are not finished yet. I declare Alderman Tania Campbell as a duly elected mayor.
Speaker, fellow councillors and residents of Ekurhuleni, I'm completely humbled by the faith and trust that has been placed in me as the mayor of our great city, Ekurhuleni. It is my privilege to serve the people of Ekurhuleni as the mayor of our city. The challenges in our city are great, and it will take team effort to overcome them. Therefore, I would like to invite all political parties in this chamber today to take hands with us so that we can build an exceptional city that our residents will be proud to live and work in, and for those outside wanting to move into our city and invest within our city. This is a change our residents have been waiting for 20 years. Now is not the time for more promises. Now is the time to get things done. For far too long, our people have been living in conditions that are substandard in Ekurhuleni. Our residents have been living in a metro where service delivery is nearly non-existent, where millions of rands have been spent on housing projects, business centres and substations, and yet there is nothing to show our residents out there. This ends today. Today we start the process of giving our people their dignity back, our residents that deserve services. We start the process of ensuring that every tender that is issued is done so in a transparent and a fair manner, and that value for money is ensured at all times. We know that after the last week, the entire country has been plagued by load shedding, but in Ekurhuleni, nearly every day, residents are subjected to countless power outages, costing businesses money and our residents their hard-earned money that is spent on food to feed their families, but ultimately ends up in the bin because it has gone rotten. Mr. Speaker, no more. We will immediately start the process of fixing the electricity problems that seem so endlessly to plague our city. We owe it to our residents and businesses to get Ekurhuleni working. Mr. Speaker, I see a lot of councillors smiling and laughing about that. It is not a laughing matter when businesses cannot employ the poor of the poor in our cities and cannot afford to employ our citizens in our city because they do not have electricity. Not having enough supplies in the storerooms to replace simple electricity infrastructures must end. 9 days to replace a fuse. That will end. No longer will we be living in filth, as pointed out by the Public Protector, due to waste not being collected on a regular basis. This is direct violation of our human rights, and it must end. Access to dignified housing is another right enshrined in our Constitution. We cannot have mega housing projects that only exist on paper, but not in foundations for our residents. It is clear that our people cannot be subjected to this low pace or non-existent pace of service delivery any longer. Honourable councillors, Mr. Speaker, service delivery to all our residents in our metro can only be delivered if we are out there interacting with our people. My job and your job is to get things done that cannot be done from sitting in an office. Our people want to see action, and they want to see action from us. I will urge you to remember that it is our residents that have elected us to represent them in this municipal council. We need to speak and advocate on their behalf. Let's take hands and work together. Let's get out there and get the job done. Fellow parties, I ask you to join hands and let's make sure the residents out there's vote is what they wanted and we deliver our services to them. I thank you.